All right, hi guys, we're back. Wicked Sheets live on Facebook with Switcher Studios. We are so pumped that last week went so well. We had a fantastic following, a live studio audience. Our first trial run went great. So, some of the things we were reading in the comments, which you guys left a lot, and we had so many shares, so thank you, thank you, thank you, was that you liked the education that we provided. So, we thought this time, for our second time, we'll just do a quick little educational snippet of how folks at Wicked Sheets and what we share with our customers on how to deal with night sweats. So today will be short and easy, quick, painless, and hopefully provide you with some great suggestions you can use tonight in your own bedroom. All right, so a common question we get is, all right, I've changed my bedding. I still might have night sweats as a result of medication or some behavior that I'm having right now in my bedroom. So what other tips and tricks can you give me? So we put together a list of my top 7 tips and tricks on how to deal with night sweats. All right. So we're back in the Wicked Sheets bedroom. And what I forgot to mention last week is this is a bedroom we built for prototyping, sizing on our sheets. We have folks in to do photo shoots and all that stuff. So what I did, it was today I came in and made this bedroom like my own and put in a lot of my own props and things I use in my own bedroom at night. So first and foremost, let's start with something that maybe your doctors have told you before or you've read in any blog or social media post, and that is to avoid caffeine, alcohol, and spicy foods for at least an hour before you're going to bed at night. So the rule of thumb should be like if something makes you spicy on the inside, it's probably going to make you spicy on the outside, meaning all of that heat is going to go to the surface of the skin and it's going to cause you to sweat. Rule of thumb, right? If your hormones are increasing for any reason, whether it's alcohol induced or medication induced, if those hormones are high, more than likely you're going to start producing sweat. So if you can avoid any sort of alcohol consumption, caffeine consumption, or those spicy foods you might eat at dinner time, try and do it at least an hour before your bedtime. All right, so that's tip number 1, and a lot of folks talk about that. Tip number 2 is also really, really important, and we practice this at our house, and this is no social media in bed. I know a lot of times people are like, oh, I can't fall asleep or I need my brain to shut off, so they always turn over, flip to their phones. Well, at our house, our nightstands are empty. We do not keep our phones next to our bed. Not only does that light disrupt your sleep when a notification goes off, but any sort of like emotionally arousing content that you might see on Facebook, a news article that you're reading, again, anytime you're emotionally aroused, your hormone levels rise, and that can increase your sweating. It can increase your metabolism, and it can actually produce some anxiety sometimes, which is really, really difficult to cope with if you're someone that has night sweats already because of a condition or a treatment that you're on. So that's number 2. Number 3 is increasing all air circulation in and around your bed. So at our house, we actually have a tower fan. Today we brought in this round fan, and what's really important is to position it where it's going to actually be hitting your body. There's a new fan out there that you can put inside your bed, and you can actually blow air under the sheets. On the Today Show, they talked about blowing air under the sheets, and it's not the one that your partner can produce, it's the one that this fan can produce, right? So you want air blowing in and around your bed and where it's going to actually come in contact with your skin. So we keep ours about chest level because I tend to produce a lot of sweat on my chest at night, and when the sheets aren't covering my chest, I want to make sure that I'm getting as much cool air circulating as possible. Another thing, we don't have a thermostat in here, but another thing would be to always check your thermostat and make sure your thermostat is down at nighttime. You can put it on the energy efficient setting and make sure that it always decreases to maybe 68. I like 64, but it's up to you guys, right? So somewhere below 70, making sure that your thermostat is set low is going to help increase that air circulation in your bedroom. Even in the winter months, opening a window at nighttime can be really helpful. So that's tip number 3. Number 4 is shedding layers. So I have done this pretty often. I'm going to hand off the mic real quick so I can use my hands a little bit. Thank you. What I talk about very frequently is to avoid the F's in bedroom. No fleece, no fur, no flannel. So if you have a duvet cover and you swear by this duvet cover, but you can't figure out why you're hot at night, it's probably because you're laying under a bed of feathers. And as everyone knows, feathers are meant to insulate, right? So basically, you're insulating yourself and your bed if you're sleeping with any sort of feathers, synthetic or natural. So what I like to talk about is shedding those layers and getting something that's lightweight and breathable. We've talked about before on our blogs to use coverlets, quilts, or something that's got a very, very thin synthetic polyfill. That's going to increase the circulation again and not smother the pores of the Wicked sheets. So shed those layers And in addition to shedding those layers, we want to make sure you're choosing your fabrics wisely. So that's going to put me right back into the next tip, and that is light and breathable clothing. Now, without sharing too much about my personal life, sleeping in a bra and underwear or a tank top and undies is probably the best bet. If you are someone that has to wear clothing or you want to wear socks, make sure they're lightweight and breathable. There's a lot of new charged cottons out there that are really loose hanging. So this is one of my favorite tank tops. I just got it at Target. Or a really light, breathable short. Athletic tops are great for that, but as long as you're keeping yourself from being constricted. So tight waistbands, elastic, wearing a romper to bed, which is maybe the stupidest idea I've ever heard of, but there are pajamas that are made like that. Big no-nos. If you have night sweats, you want to make sure that you have as much skin exposed as possible so the Wicked sheets can absorb that moisture from your skin, pull it away into the fabric, and they can do the work for you. Okay, thanks. All right, so that's tip 4 and 5 on your fabrics and your layers. So again, breathability in and around the bed. Tip 6 is something that I call avoiding the rubdown. So a lot of folks I know who have night sweats, you wake up and you just don't feel as cleanly as you probably want to, right? So a lot of us either shower before bed or shower as soon as you wake up. One of the biggest tips that I can give you is not to put on thick, greasy lotion before you go to bed. All that is doing is clogging the pores in your skin. We always talk about the pores in the fabric, but always going for something that is not going to clog the pores of your skin, just like clothing, would be a huge point of influence. So I choose a really, really lightweight lotion if I have to do anything. This is the one from my house. It's Nivea. It's super lightweight. It doesn't leave like this greasy formula on my skin. So I'm a really big fan of doing something lightweight, non-greasy. That's going to keep you cool. If you must, lotion, okay? If you must, use that lightweight or just lotion your feet. I know that sounds really, really strange, but a lot of times people are waking up because their feet are uncomfortable. Our feet typically actually don't sweat that much. We don't have very many sweat glands at nighttime when you're having night sweats that are producing a lot of nasty sweat off of them. So if you must lotion and you want a tip to keep yourself sleeping soundly, maybe just pumice stone your feet or clean up your feet a little bit and put a really light breathable lotion on top of your feet, and that's going to keep you a little bit cooler at night if you have to have that lotion option. But I'm kind of an anti-lotion before bed person. The last one is a trick that myself and my old psychology cronies have come up with. Okay, so a lot of times people wake up from night sweats or overheating because of the environment, but often it can be anxiety provoking, right? Sometimes people are waking up from panic or a night terror. So keeping an ice cold glass of water by your bed is great. But in addition to that, once you know that you have to drink a glass of water or cool down internally, if you're really in an anxiety provoking situation and you can't get your body to just settle down, I want to talk to you a little bit about deep breathing. And this is something that, again, psychologists everywhere can talk to you about it, but 4 square breathing is really, really important to bring your body temperature down back to that homeostatic level where you can catch your breath and that terror or panic or whatever was inducing those night sweats can go away. So 4 square breathing, really, really straightforward and simple. All you're going to do is take 4 deep breaths in, hold for 4 seconds, blow out for 4 seconds, and then pause for 4 seconds, okay? So once you start doing that 4 square breathing, your body is going to be signaled, okay, more oxygen is getting to my brain, I have this cold water in my system, I know that I'm going to bring myself down so I'm not going to be sweating as profusely anymore, and you're going to be able to fall back asleep. But you've got to get control of your breathing and your hormones in those situations. So those are my top tricks, okay? We're going to list them on the website right now for you guys, or on the Facebook Live for you right now. We're going to post this back on our blog on wickedsheets.com, and of course, we'll put it up on our YouTube channel as usual. But I just want to say thanks so much for listening. We hope these tips and tricks help you deal with your night sweats. They sure have helped me and a lot of our Wicked Sheets customers. So if you have any questions, as always, reach out to us, Alli@wickedsheets.com, or shoot us a note on Facebook. We're happy to answer that. Thanks so much for listening today, guys, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.